You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken tech for your ears.
Welcome back, everyone. You know how we like to tackle things here, getting right into what's really moving the needle? Today, it's all about product leadership, kind of a Product Thursdays focus, if you will. The whole landscape is shifting dramatically.
It really is. And our goal today isn't just to list the changes. We want to give you the practical stuff, the things you can actually use, how these big trends affect your work.
Okay, let's dive right in then. The biggest one, maybe AI. You just can't ignore it or coast along anymore. It's everywhere. We're seeing AI fluency, and that's everything from knowing the basic tools to thinking about workflow automation becoming a must-have for product roles.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not about becoming a data scientist overnight.
No, exactly. It's about literacy.
Right. But what's really interesting and maybe a bit counterintuitive is that most of these big splashy GenAI pilots, they're not actually hitting their targets. They fail to show real returns.
Really? Why is that? Is the tech not there yet?
Well, sometimes, but often it's about focus. The wins, the real value, seem to be coming from small, practical automations, things that solve a specific tangible problem.
Ah, okay. So less moonshot, more fixing the leaky faucet with AI.
Exactly. And that's where product people are so critical. You're the ones who can bridge that gap. You take the AI potential and connect it to actual business needs and get results.
That makes a lot of sense. And it feels connected to this idea I've been hearing about software 3.0.
Oh, yeah. Tell me more.
Well, the concept is that natural language, just talking or typing, is becoming the new way to program, essentially. And these AI agents, they're moving beyond being assistants. They're becoming like developers themselves.
Wow. So it really opens up who can build things.
Totally. It's democratizing, which is, well, it's kind of wild to think of the implications.
And if building software gets easier, cheaper, that ties directly into this concept of the value era.
The value era, okay.
Yeah, the focus shifts, right? If creation is easier, defining and capturing value becomes paramount. It means we need to rethink monetization completely. Maybe pricing isn't just a number you set once.
You mean pricing as a product itself?
Exactly. Something you iterate on, test, optimize constantly. Maybe you even need new roles, like a chief value officer, focused solely on that.
A chief value officer. Interesting. Okay, so let's shift gears slightly. Let's talk leadership in this new era. You often hear about archetypes, right? The craftsperson leader, deep in the weeds.
I've got details, guy.
The operator focused on process and efficiency, and the visionary looking way out ahead.
Yeah, those are the classics.
But which one works best now, or is it a mix?
Well, what seems most effective today is combining that deep product craft, really understanding how things are built and why, with strong coaching skills. It's less about just setting up processes and more about empowering your team, teaching them how to solve problems. That's how you scale effectively.
Coaching over just process. I like that.
And to make that work across teams, you need coordination, but not rigidity. There's this great idea, minimally viable consistency.
Minimally viable consistency. Okay, break that down.
It's about having just enough shared structure, like maybe a common way to talk about priorities or goals, so teams can work together smoothly. But not so much process that it kills their autonomy or speed. Just the minimum needed to be consistent.
Right, finding that balance. That sounds crucial. And what about the PMs themselves within the teams? Sometimes after a big launch or success, there's a lull, right? Like, what's next? How do you keep momentum?
Yeah, that can definitely happen.
There's this thing called the MOVE model, which seems helpful there.
VE.
Yeah, it's basically a framework for PMs to proactively create signals of progress and momentum, even when the next big win isn't obvious yet. Keeps the energy up.
Creating internal momentum. Makes sense. And speaking of keeping things moving and clear, reorganizations.
Oh, boy. The dreaded reorg.
Yeah, they get a bad rap. But, running a clean reorg can actually be incredibly powerful. When done right, it clarifies priorities, empowers the right teams, and really sets the stage for growth.
Okay, so what's the secret to a clean reorg?
Treat it like a product launch. Seriously. Be super clear about the objectives and the trade-offs you're making. Communicate constantly and thoughtfully. Move fast once the decision is made and make sure everyone knows exactly what success looks like from day one.
Treat it like a product launch. I like that framing. Okay, looking even further ahead. This combination of AI and cheaper tools enables some weird, cool stuff.
Like what?
Like disposable software. Building an app for, say, a single short marketing campaign, using it for a few weeks, and then just deleting it.
Whoa. So software creation isn't always about long-term ROI anymore.
Exactly. Sometimes it can just be about imagination or a very temporary need, because it's cheap and fast enough to build.
That really changes things. Which brings up a question. How do we measure success, especially for things like UX research, in this faster, maybe more disposable world?
Good question. It can't just be about making things look nice.
Right. Strong UX research needs clear hypotheses about user behavior first. What do we think people will do? Then success criteria have to be measurable. You need a mixed behavioral metrics, what people actually do, attitudinal ones, what they say or feel, and crucially, business metrics.
So connecting the research directly to design choices and the bottom line.
Precisely. That's how UX research proves its value.
So wrapping this all up, it feels like product management is, well, more intense than ever, more dynamic.
Definitely dynamic. Challenging for sure, but also incredibly exciting, I think.
Yeah. Adaptability, thinking strategically, embracing these new ways of working. They're not just nice to haves anymore.
They're essential. Which kind of leads to the big question for everyone listening. How will you take all these shifts, the AI revolution, the new leadership thinking, even the changing nature of software itself, and use them, not just to keep up, but to really innovate and lead in this new value era?
That is the question, isn't it? Something to really chew on. Thank you for joining us for this exploration today. We hope you feel equipped and maybe even a little excited about what's coming. Keep learning, keep adapting.
Spoken Tech, for your ears.